back to Pine Grove. Just a quick update on how things are going. Actually, this is Monday. I took a day off. I had some doctor's appointments, so I just took the whole day and had some work I wanted to finish here at the cabin. I'm going to be putting the trim. I don't know if you can see it. I'm on my phone. I forgot my camera. But anyway, I'm going to be putting the trim around this door. It's just cedar. Matches the upper part of the house. And this week, let me turn this around. I don't know if you'll be able to see very well, but this week everything seemed to happen all at once. Well, guys, see if I can get a light. There we go. Anyway, obviously the electrician showed up and has got things ready for the electric company who are supposed to be coming tomorrow, but the well guy showed up and installed our pump. The HVAC guys were the most impressive. They drove all the way down from Pennsylvania. It's like a 3-hour drive. They have a contract with the Buckhorn Builders, and they did our heat pump install. And I used to, for years, I was an industrial HVAC, actually sheet metal, but it was HVAC. And these guys did a pretty clean job, and they worked all night. They got here, I think it was on Thursday night, if I'm not mistaken, and they asked if it was okay if they just worked through the night, and they did. By morning they had the system installed and we're on their way. And I'll show you the outside unit here in a second. But while we're at it, let me walk up through. My wife and I been busy hanging pictures, and it took, man, it was like 3 days, because I would get off work and like him. There's a boat that I made, a shelf that she wanted hung up in the bathroom. But anyway, I work, and by the time I get off, we have maybe an hour and a half to work. So it took, we got her father's flag in my son's room. He has a few things hung up, but out here, there's mom's flag. All these little things. This has the 2 hangers, and they're the keyhole type, so you have to line them up just right. And all of these pictures were the same way. And these are all, actually these are from a couple of artists that we've come to know. This would be Debbie Steinhauser. She does a lot of the Wild Mustangs, and this is a friend of mine, Martin Seelig, as well as the one in the middle of the ponies of the Grayson Highlands, a place where we go hiking. But that's pretty much how we spent an entire week, was just hanging all the things you see hanging up. As far as how nerve-wracking it can be to hang pictures, because you want them, fairly even, which I used the laser level on these, and it was still difficult to get them just right, because the hangers are never exactly at the same height from one side to the other. unless it's something I made, which that shelf would be one thing. My wife had to have it in here. I made that 30 years ago, probably. And the key hangers, the keyhole hangers, are exactly the same distance from the top of the shelf, but not so much on pictures. So you have to play with them to get them level. But anyway, we also got our porch swing installed. I don't know if I'd already shown that. Okay, well anyway, this is the outside of the portion of the heat pump. And the guys that installed it said actually it's larger than we need for the space that we're heating. I'm trying to put my boots on. But get my mud boots on. Anyway, it should take care of this home really well. And it's really well insulated. It can be 70 degrees outside and it's like 50 inside. And the temperature doesn't vary much at all during the night. It stays about the same temperature. So it's pretty well insulated. But like I said, I'm going to be trying to finish that trim around the door, and I have to water my greenhouse. And also the electrician called, and he wants me to take a couple of these fittings down to where the transformer's at, because the power company's coming, optimistically going to be here tomorrow to do the hookup. And that's it. As soon as that's finished, we can get the final grade done, get our walkways, temporary walkways in. I'm just going to put gravel with some walking stones to stay out of the mud. And also I'm going to try to complete the watering system for the chickens. It's been sitting there. It's pretty much done. It just hasn't been put into the coop yet. Been waiting to get power out here so we can have water. So anyway, I'll get back to you. Alright, well here's my trim I'm going to install. As you can see, it sort of matches up there. I'm going to be using Tapcons, and I have the brown silicone for doors and window frames that I'm going to seal it off with. Hopefully it goes well. Okay, so I got the trim up and managed to hang blinds. You can see the girls are all out. Oh, they think I got treats. Here they come. They really have gotten spoiled. They're worse than the dogs. What I wanted to show you, which is kind of dark, but got the water system in place. You see it's got a thermostatically operated outlet, so it doesn't run all the time, only when it's really cold. And as soon as it focuses, this is our tank heater. It's a floating heater. And as you can see, I have a small fountain pump with 1/4-inch tubing. And it's really not wanting to focus. This is on my cell phone, sorry. But anyway, that tube runs back to the end of the watering line. And I just cleaned the coop, and it's filthy already, because they use this for their bathroom, and I hate that thing. I'm going to be glad to get rid of it. But I secured the other end. This is just temporary. This came with a pole barn package. I don't remember what it was for, but it was just right height, and it was going to get thrown away. So I used it to secure it so it wouldn't be bouncing up and down on it. Loosening it up. Hi girls. Well, they're nosy. Anyway, we're waiting on the electrician, so we'll have water and we can get this filled up and get it going. And I'll come back when it's cold out, and I'm optimistic about it. If I have to, I can increase the flow on the pump if it's not keeping it, make sure I shut that, if it's not keeping enough water flow to keep it thawed. But you guys already had your treats. They love their treats. There's Mama and Gracie. Mama had to come out and check out her blinds.
Love the blinds.
And she's happy with them, so she's actually going to try to find some more of them for the bigger window. And we have a kind of an odd size window in the loft. She wants one for, and maybe the two back windows. We're gonna leave the dog houses open. So that's what's going on. Say goodnight, Gracie.